Lee Anderson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Now, the amount of stabbings and deaths by stabbings in this country is reaching shocking levels. Now, we've seen the Home Secretary and the Prime Minister over the past few weeks have fast-tracked these violent criminals on these riots, got them in the courts and in prison within 2 weeks. Isn't it about time we did the same with these yobbos, these thugs that are carrying knives?
Well, as is the honourable member, I welcome his support for the speedy response from the police and criminal justice system to the violence that we've seen on our streets. And I agree with him that I think it is a serious problem that we have inherited such huge long delays in the criminal justice system and the ability to get cases very swiftly to court. That is particularly the issues around knife crime, which again, knife crime has substantially increased in recent years, and it is why the newly elected Labour government has made halving knife crime part of our mission for safer streets across this country. We want to see stronger action against young people who are caught and get drawn into knife crime. We want to see a stronger Young Futures prevention programme, and we want to see stronger action against the online companies who continue to make it far too easy to get hold of knives. We have to have stronger action across the board to speed up the processes and make sure that there are consequences for knife crime.
Nadia Whittome.
Madam Deputy Speaker, the appalling racist riots may be over for now, but the ideology behind them is a growing threat, both here and internationally. In Germany, for example, the far right has just won a state election for the first time since the Second World War. Does the Home Secretary agree with me that to prevent more people being won over by the far right, our government must deliver proper improvements in living standards to combat disillusionment and refuse to march to the beat of their drum on immigration and Islamophobia?
I was just respond to the points that the honourable member has made, honourable friend has made, are clearly we want to see increasing living standards right across the board. That is immensely important. We also need to have a serious and sensible debate around a range of policies, including around crime, including around immigration and the issues that the Home Office is responsible for. I think, but the other issue that I would say is I think that the kinds of online radicalisation that we have seen, be that into both far-right extremism and also into Islamist extremism, we have to have much stronger action against to counter that online radicalisation. That's why we are setting up this new review around countering extremism. And we also have to make sure that people take responsibility for those who are committing the crimes, who are committing the disorder and violent crimes, have to take responsibility for that, because there is no excuse, be it around any policy issue or living standards or any issue, can never stand as an excuse for that kind of violence, the sorts of racist attacks and the kind of disorder that we saw.
Sian Berry.
Madam Deputy Speaker, the ugly racist mob violence we saw in our towns and cities this summer was incited and organised by far-right groups, often using electronic platforms including Telegram and X. For example, on Telegram, we know that groups have distributed instructions for making petrol bombs, and locations of hotels housing migrants and offices of immigration lawyers were also shared. We also know that Elon Musk, the proprietor of X, has greatly amplified some accounts that promote racist violence in our cities, while failing to take action to remove others. As part of her response, will the Home Secretary therefore be looking at options for prosecuting those who own platforms that may have enabled or committed crimes under Section 2 of the Terrorism Act 2006?
Well, the honourable member will be aware that the Online Safety Act has been long delayed, but it does still need to be fully implemented. And one of the issues around the Online Safety Act includes the responsibility on the social media companies to remove illegal content. And many of the things that she was raising are illegal content that is still available online, and it is shocking and irresponsible that some of that material is still available online. That is why we need the speedy implementation of the Online Safety Act, and particularly starting with those measures around the criminal content and the requirements to remove it. But I think there's actually a much broader responsibility on these social media companies as well for some of the They're ignoring their own terms and conditions, ignoring their responsibility towards communities and towards public safety, and they need to take that more seriously too.
Can I encourage members to have short questions, and the Home Secretary please to make answers shorter, as I'd like to get everyone in. Joe White.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'm grateful to the Home Secretary for her statement. She's made the point, and I agree with her, that it is perfectly possible to have a debate in our country about immigration and many other issues without resorting to looting shops, attacking minority groups and throwing bricks at police. In my constituency, I regularly have conversations with local people who feel that net migration is too high.
You actually made it to the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, which, why haven't you already, is somewhere over there. And also, if you want to watch more videos, also check out over there. I've been Jake from Just Jake. See you later.